Hey everyone, Jean here with Rebel Yell Rising, and I wanted to say thank you all so much for the likes, the shares, the comments, and the subscribes. It really does mean a lot to me. I know you could be spending your time, watching something else or doing something else, but you're choosing to spend your time with me and watching these videos. It's not lost on me, so I really do appreciate it. Second, this is the 4th time I am doing the August readings. Spirit kind of has us on a scavenger hunt sometimes, and it took me a bit to get the right deck down and to kind of come up with this spread. Spirit was kind of nudging me to do this, and I was able to finally pull this out from nowhere. And I'll go into it in each of your guys' respective readings. And then third, I know many of you guys really enjoyed the Isis Oracle deck that I used in the July readings, and I was going to start out with that deck. However, the energy I feel is so different from July. It's much lighter, and I was shown almost like a 90-degree angle, right? Like we're going in a completely new and different direction. Not completely opposite, but different, new, better, right? It's as if we had been traveling like parallel, like to the earth. And then we are all of a sudden now taking a 90-degree turn up towards ascension, if you will. And the energy for August is much lighter, and I hope you guys can feel it. I know that there was many people going through a really rough time in July. I'm one of them. So I feel confident and optimistic that things are going to be much better, much easier. I feel like maybe there might be a little bit more clarity for each of us this month. I truly hope that's the case with you. And that even if things don't completely manifest in a different direction, I feel like you're going to recognize on a deeper level that the door is at least open for each of us to walk through to get to a brighter situation. Okay, and without further ado, I will get on to the reading for you guys. Hey there, Sagittarius. So here we have the spread for you, and it starts out here in the bottom, and this is sort of to represent, your your earthly walk, and then sort of your spirit, your soul up here, traveling counterclockwise, communing, is that a verb? Communing with your higher self, with spirit, and then bringing that back down and into your earthly existence, putting that knowledge and information back to use down here. So this first card represents what you're working on this month, in the month of August. Your spiritual issue. I see all of your thoughts. So remember, this is first person. So this is really like your higher self using me as a mirror to simply reflect back to your soul what your soul already knows, but what your human brain is having a hard time paying attention to because of, daily life, everything that we go through in our human existence. We get distracted, and our human brains, we have a lot of priorities. So this is sort of to kind of say, hey, remember this. So what you're working through is knowing or remembering that your thoughts, good and bad, are not encapsulated in your physical headspace, right? They have a frequency. Every single thought has a actual frequency, just like radio waves, microwaves, sound waves. They too carry their own frequency that is put out into the universe. And this is your higher self saying, you know, up in the other side, on the other side, your higher self is aware of every single thought that you put out. So be cognizant of that as you are putting your thoughts and desires out into the universe, because subconsciously you might be putting out something that you don't want into the universe. But on the other side, I'm sorry, I guess I should say on the other hand, maybe knowing or remembering that your thoughts are powerful and they are being sent out into the universe, you will feel more empowered that what you're thinking is actually part of the creative process of bringing these things into your life. Okay. Now this card here represents how you can best heal that issue in your daily experience. I am standing right next to you. And no, this doesn't mean me. So the spirit world, even though we can't see them, well, some people can, but I'm talking about like your average Joe, okay? So even though we don't see the spirit world, it's all around us. And again, this is a gentle reminder that not only are your deceased loved ones, pets, not only are they with you all the time, so are the angels, your spirit guides, and your higher self. The veil between our two worlds, the other side and here, is a lot thinner than most people realize. So for you to, I guess this is advice for you to, to help you, to assist you in your earthly walk. As you are going about your daily, your daily life, remember that you are not alone. Remember that you have helpers around you all the time. Remember that if you need assistance, you really literally could just talk out loud, right? Just reach out if that's what you need. Maybe for some Sagittarians, if simply believing that spirit is right next to you, it might help your belief, your knowing that the spirit world is closer than you think. Maybe for some people, maybe, this is for you, that maybe if you think that heaven is just, like way, way, way up in the sky, like past outer space, it feels so far away. How could the divine have its eye on me? How can the angels see me, this tiny speck on the planet out of all these billions of people? How can they hear my prayers? And maybe you feel like so tiny in the entire landscape. But what this is reminding you is that that's not true, because that's, heaven or the other side, however you want to call it, it's not physically located in a separate place. It's just a different dimension here. It's all around us. We just don't see it. And so if helping you, if knowing that they are all around you helps you to be more in tune and more connected to them, who cares what other people think? You know, if you're in your own house talking out loud because you believe that the angels are standing right next to you. So that is how you can heal this issue of knowing that your thoughts are being sent out into the universe. Okay, and the gift that is coming to you in August: I watch over you every day. So it really feels like that for many people, because this has sort of been coming up, a similar concept in many readings, is that I feel like there's going to be a stronger bond between you and your higher self. It's like you're going to feel whole, or that maybe, you know, a part of you is going to be filled in that you didn't realize was not missing, but maybe a little empty. And that I feel like in August, you're going to realize, you know, you're going to feel not alone. You're going to feel that you are being watched over and cared for. And this does kind of speak to what I was just saying, that, you know, your higher self, your angels, all the angels, guardian angel, the archangels, spirit, they are right next to you. They are not bajillions of light years away, you know, and it doesn't take them bajillions of light years to get here when somebody needs them. So you're not just a speck. They are with you at all times. And I feel like, you know, maybe you've been feeling like you've been out there, you know, flapping in the wind all by yourself. Nobody hears your prayers. Nobody's coming to your aid. And I mean, even if you don't need assistance, you could just feel lonely. And I feel in August, the gift that is coming to you is just going to be this knowing that you're not alone, that you are much closer to spirit than you think, and that in fact, your higher self is a part of your own soul. So you cannot truly ever be separated from the other side, from heaven, from the divine, from creator. Okay? And then this card here represents any opportunities that are going to be coming your way to grow. There is no such thing as death. I think, so I feel like, I'm really feeling that you guys are watching this, and I'm feeling the energy. I think of somebody, maybe some people, that even as you're watching this, you're thinking, yeah, right. That's a great message, but maybe someone else is going to get that gift of feeling connected, but probably not me. And I'm feeling that something is going to happen sometime in the month of August that's going to make you realize you are much closer to Spirit and Holy Spirit and the spirit world than you know. This could come in the form of a sign, something from a loved one that's passed on. Maybe you live alone and lost a pet and you're feeling very lonely. Maybe in August you're gonna catch a scent of a dog or, you know, or a cat or whatever your beloved pet was. And it's going to occur when it shouldn't. You know, like maybe you're going to be just waking up in the morning and catch a scent of a pet. Pay attention to these things, because whether the message, or it's not even a message, it's more like spirit trying to get your attention. It's almost like and embrace is the word I want to say. I guess it's Spirit's way of embracing you is by letting you know that they are present. Or maybe you can't see it. Maybe some of you guys are super intuitive and you can see it and you can feel it. But it's as if Spirit is trying to embrace you, and it's coming across as a whiff of your grandmother's perfume that she used to wear before she passed, or a feeling all of a sudden just of being loved that washes over you. And that's going to be the opportunity for you to understand that death is only the ending of one chapter, of one act in a play, but that the play continues on. It's just that we physically here on earth don't see the rest of the play. It's occurring on another stage. So there's going to be an opportunity for you to put the skepticism aside and to not think with your brain about how it logically can or cannot be, but to embrace what your soul knows. Get out of your brain and let your soul guide you to what is true. And you will know that by how you feel about something. Does it feel right? And this last card here represents the special guidance for you from your higher self for the month of August. So you're going to feel a lot better when you are able to embrace this concept, this notion, when you were able to work through this, because I feel like it's really holding you back from something. Maybe from like setting yourself free in a way. Maybe you'll feel more connected and not so alone. It could be as simple as that. But whenever the time comes, and maybe the groundwork will be laid in August, but whenever you are able to start letting this knowledge be a part of your existence, you are going to feel differently. You are going to feel more connected. You are going to feel more vibrant, I want to say, more optimistic, more hopeful. Because you're going to know that life goes on, and I don't mean after a particular negative experience here on earth, but that life goes on even after our physical body goes away. You're going to feel better in your earthly existence, in your earthly walk, when your mind is able to get its head wrapped around that, because then it'll be sort of in balance with what your soul knows. Okay, so let's do a quick recap. So what you're working on in August is, I guess, remembering that your thoughts carry their own frequency out into the universe, good and bad, and that the universe sees your thoughts, hears your thoughts, feels your thoughts, as does your higher self. So don't condemn yourself. Don't think of yourself negatively, because your soul is hurting. Your higher self is being hurt when you think such things about yourself. And how you can help yourself heal that on a daily basis is know that your higher self is right next to you. Spirit is right next to you. your guides, angels, and archangels, the spirit world is all around you. Your gift for the month of August is to really, it's going to be a realization that you are watched over and that you are not like this tiny speck of sand from heaven's perspective, but that you are very much right next to the divine. You are right next to your higher self, right? They don't see you through a telescope. And that realization, that understanding, that knowing is coming to you. So be open to accepting it and not trying to disprove it or fight it. The opportunity that's coming for you is to similarly believe that you continue to live after you die. I mean, yeah, no, I was going to give you an example, but it's okay. Yeah, the opportunity is being given to you to help further and deepen your strength, that there is more after we die, after we pass. And then the special guidance from your higher self is that you will feel better, as if like all your chakras are being lit up. You're going to feel better. You are going to feel more whole and more at peace when you work towards understanding these. The word understand makes it sound like it's a hard concept for you to understand or get through, but that's not the word. It's more along the lines of like accepting it, I believe. So it's more along the lines of when your mind is able to accept what the soul knows, you're going to feel more at peace. Because remember, our souls are much more abstract and part of the spirit world, if you will, whereas our human brains can only, comprehend so much. Our human minds, it's, I feel like if we were to, we couldn't even communicate, some concepts, some ideas, some things that, are going on in the universe, in the creator's world, because we couldn't even comprehend it. Like there aren't even words to describe some things, right? And I mean, that goes for all of us. So it's really kind of like your mind trying to catch up to what your soul knows. And that's why there's this feeling of disconnect right now with you. And when your mind is able to be in balance and harmony with what your soul knows, you're going to feel like that rainbow. Okay, Sagittarius, I hope you guys have a beautiful month, and I hope you enjoyed this reading. Bye.